This is Matthew of Another World Terraria, where I teach and inspire you on the topics of rare plants and artistic nature displays. In this video, I'll unbox some dazzling jungle plants from Buceplant.com. Watch to the end so you don't miss one of the most stunning plants I've ever shown. Recently, I was surprised and excited to find out that Buceplant.com now sells terrestrial jungle plants. I've been wanting to add freshness and variety to my collection for a while now, so I decided to get a few intriguing species which are unlike any plants I've ever had before. I want to give a shout out and sincere thanks to the team at Buceplant.com for making this video possible by generously hooking me up with these beautiful plants. The first plant is labeled as Labisia species pinnatifidum green. The pinnatifidum name is based on the word pinnatifid, which refers to a leaf shape that is pinnately divided, like some species of ferns. I like the rosette growth form on this species. I'm happy to see that this cutting already has some healthy roots forming. I don't have confirmed binomial names for any of the plants in this video, so it's hard to find much info about them, such as their exact origin, habitat, and how large they get. If you think you know the scientific name or any other info about any of these plants, please leave a comment. Whenever I'm unboxing plants, I make sure to keep them humid and prevent them from drying out until I'm ready to plant them. One of the best ways to do that, for cuttings that have few or no roots, is to place them in a bowl of room temperature distilled water. This allows the plant to fully rehydrate and is an easy way to store them until I'm ready to start planting. The next plant is labeled as Ardesia species pink line type 2. Upon first seeing this plant, I'm reminded of the genus Photinia. I know they're not related, but the foliage does have some similarities. The serration is really nice on the leaves, as is the maroon color of the fresh growth and the pink undersides. Some of the leaves show a pink line, which is appropriate to the pink line type 2 name of the plant. This one has some solid root structure as well. I can't say for sure, but I have a feeling this species probably gets pretty large. The next plant is labeled as Ardisia Species Tricolor Type 2. Wow, this one's really attractive and in line with the weird kind of plants that I like. This is a very cool species with a somewhat obovate leaf shape and a glossy shine. There are a lot of different colors and textures on this one, so it's a little difficult to describe, but it has some browns, greens, reds, and a few other colors mixed in, which change depending on the light. I really like the dark upper surface with the light green margin. The maroon underside is absolutely stunning and has a punctate pattern, which is all of those little spots that look like prick marks. There are no roots on this guy, but it shouldn't be too hard to root in a moist substrate. Next plant is labeled as Ardesia species pink line type 1. I'm liking this one quite a bit due to the small size, at least for now. The lanceolate leaf shape is graceful, and the serrated margins with a somewhat rolled edge add a lot of interest. Of course, the colors are just beautiful with those pink edges and lines. By the way, the video description has links to all of these plants on Buceplant.com. The next plant is labeled as Labisia species Turtleback. Wow, this thing is truly amazing. I know this species can get huge, but this specimen is way bigger than I expected to receive. This one's an absolute unit. In my opinion, this is the most stunning and unusual foliage plant that I've ever had the privilege of adding to my collection. As with all the other plant names in this video, this one is obviously a trade name based on the appearance. I think Turtleback is very appropriate given the oval shape, bullate texture, and striking pattern. This one's way too big for the water bowl, so I'll sit the roots in a larger tray of water to hydrate the plant. If you enjoy my content, please consider joining Team Terraria by hitting the subscribe button now and give the video a like if you don't mind. In the near future, I'll be posting a video which shows how I set up this grow bin, and we'll go over the basics of how I plan to care for these. In the meantime, I'd recommend my How to Grow Terrarium Plants playlist, which has detailed tutorials about grow bins, lighting, and more.